Good morning, y'all. Today I'm going to be day trading. I analyzed some stock charts last night. You can see right here on the left on this notepad the stocks I chose. There was a trend reversal on JP Morgan and Amazon. So the trend reversal is now an uptrend. I have preloaded calls. The reason this video is starting at 9:45 is because there is economic data at 10 p.m., 10 a.m.
So high. So even though we dropped 10% on the NASDAQ, it's not like
10 a.m. data can affect the buyers and sellers. People may make decisions on that, but the trend of the chart is what truly matters.
quarter. Feels like you just had earnings, so you have another set of earnings. Now it's like, man, you still have people expecting a very hot heat running hot heat still up there. So I think that could be probably the bigger factor of all of that. Other than that, find out. But sentiment has dropped. This is JP
So I got
social media sentiment tracker. It's by getting a new
just gonna wait 13 minutes here. I have the moving average highlighted.
bottom down to the same level.
Moving average is our one confluence. The candle is our second confluence, and the price level is our third confluence. So we have three confluences to enter any chart. If there's not three confluences present, then I don't enter.
One think they were buying 20, 30 volts end of last, the lowest in like about day. Have the amount of what put in the future game, you don't even have anybody buying puts. So it's actually very company. So we're at a very interesting spot where like we haven't dropped down enough, but then like sentiment has slowly just been degrading. That's the correction start to like so absolutely quite fascinating. DRM more thoughtful tackle if you NPO fast start to play along fast. So expectations. I'm shocked how I'm shocked. I am and I'm not. I mean, because we did come into you talking about run it hot the first half of the line. Nobody wanted to fucking sell. They want to buy put. Everybody.
You can see on these preloaded contracts, JP Morgan, this C right here is a call.
On the low.
Amazon, this C right here is a call. And then this P right here is a put.
Quarter one. I mean, quarter one is 7% growth.
Amazon and JP Morgan look really good. I just gotta wait for that data. 'Cause there could be some people who trade off that, but I'm not gonna be affected by them buying and selling off of an article because you only buy and sell off of a trend identification strategy. So that's me protecting risk. There are a total of four candles that form on the chart. This candle right here, this more momentum and less volume. This is one of the four candles, but I only look at three candles as a entry confluences. The more momentum and less volume is indicating less buyers supporting a wider price range. So there's not a lot of buyers supporting a, more of a price range. If it was more momentum and more volume, if there was more volume behind more price range compared to the previous candle, then that would mean there's more buyers supporting a greater control of a price range. So I'm waiting for, there's four candles that form on the chart.
Where the market and you can find a case.
See right here, this one is less momentum, less volume, less momentum and less volume. That's one candle.
Started a couple months ago.
There's more momentum, more volume. That's candle two.
Is the reprice, and everybody's tripping on
There's
thanks again.
less momentum and more volume. That's candle three. The fourth candle is more momentum and less volume. We, I do not focus on the more momentum and less volume because that specific candle does not have strength.
Hey, man, if you do that error, here's starts off. And all that was moving. And can I remind everybody, y'all remember Gilbert? I feel like that was so that's like so I don't know if you age me, I don't know what that fucking is in my psychology. I'm like, that's happy that you have recently, right? Where like I've never seen no. Now I'm like, what yeah, bro. And then the market barely that whole time he down back and forth, came back from the beginning, nothing was had. The Russell was steep. NASDAQ 160, Dow Jones 165, 5. Yeah, it's about 30K. Bitcoin got 70 something. Okay.
So I'm gonna set a timer here for 7 minutes because of that 10 a.m. data. 7 minutes.
Dow Jones 27 trade right. NASDAQ kind of split, it's still largely trade 84 is a cheap red on NASDAQ 100. And then 5, 430. Gosh, he's great. Great. I mean, I think mine like that. I don't think that, and I don't go with that on the party. We could though if you think that way. But I think the general idea of what you said this morning, like that pull out, then you make a couple more bombing, try to really annihilate certain targets, and the USD, and then they go get your own oil, and then you sell it to them because they have a fuck ton of it. Kind of like reverse export ban. Because again, like I told you, if we ever did an export ban on fruits, it would fuck up the rest of the world because they'd have to buy really expensive bread. But the idea would be like if he doesn't make opening Strait of Hormuz a priority, he can pretty much back out, and now other countries just have to deal with it. Yeah, exactly. Make the other countries help, or if they want to go negotiate directly with Iran, Trump wouldn't mind just let them do that. Like I'm saying, I don't fully understand it. Again, we can again make it biggest almost anywhere. FedMGS to make it legendary.
Just adding some more levels here. We're looking pretty good. Just gotta wait 5 more minutes. Amazon and JP Morgan look pretty good, these charts. We got our moving average highlighted. So we can see that the moving average is diverging. So diverging means it's moving away from the medium and long-term moving average. And the fact that the price is above the medium and the long-term moving average on the 5 minute shows that in the medium moving average is determining 4 hours of time, and the long-term moving average on the 5 minute time frame is determining 8 hours of time. So because price is above this medium and long-term moving average, in the next 4 hours, it could potentially have buyers. These papers to the right of me, there is it says to always wait for candle close to confirm the market sentiment, and then that the market shows me the bias by the candle close.
Again, oil is still very elevated. That's the crazy part. Just like yesterday, stacked up. What is that one of small production? Yeah, five looking pretty good. People are still holding this IGS print from last night. That's we haven't really gotten anything to open up. Yeah, right. That's next. Yeah, I mean, if he abandoned the Hornet, I mean, you have to buy one from the US. Or this is what I was saying in the beginning. Yeah, I responded to a couple people on Twitter.
See, this is why we wait for 10 a.m. data. You can see this candle right here. That's exactly why we wait for 10 a.m. for data.
And you know, and you went advocating for the unit effectively, but if he really was gonna be like, okay, I'm out, peace, good luck, then only people getting fucked with European going to Russia, Turkey, again, they were even hammering France, that hammering home. They're not gonna do anything. France, France and well, UK, they were saying in Germany, I think they said they're not going to deal with Russia at all. They have higher costs coming in from the Middle East. They're the ones who are getting hit by it the hardest. I don't know if this is going to be an off ramp or if this is just a ploy to try to get them to get involved. But or again, maybe the Iranians are trying to. That is what Hexas said. Hexas did say for a deal, but they're also going to be attacking as well. Kramer said that oil prices did not go higher. So
This strategy is extremely proficient in consistency. If you look on my Instagram, I have won 4 times in a row in 1 week before. So 20 seconds until that 10 a.m. data. And so either 10:05 or 10:10 is when we enter, but we gotta see our confluences after 10 a.m.
I can understand. But also, yesterday, France would have let us fly over.
Right. So let's see.
Got them and what? Yeah, it's a pretty big, right? He's like, hey, man, we'll show up with the bond fucking group. You think you're an ally? Is that what you're gonna DFD? Ah, that's it. So yeah, I can understand. They will make the deal with the brand. I don't think they'll pay the toll. I think Europeans will pay the toll. Or again, some of they're much better than the rest.
So right now, mainly focused on JP Morgan and Amazon because AMD, I was looking for puts, but it's reversing to the upside. So Amazon and JP Morgan are the two charts I'll be focusing on right now.
That is something. Conference board consumer confidence 91.8. Market
And even this candle right here, this red candle, AMD had the confluences, but that was at 9:35 in the morning. And now at 10 a.m., it if I took puts here on AMD, I would have lost because I didn't wait for that 10 a.m. data. We have not taken any trades if you've been watching this far into the video.
Yeah, people, again, I don't know if you saw it, like the Bitcoin, CIA, the IEA, and CIA, Barrel, they put out something about like, the flowing energy consumption, the handling, working from home, carpooling, all of that. And some of them are like, well, we've run out of gas. They say, well, will airlines run out of gas? But that's the thing you guys got to realize genuinely have a fuck ton of oil in the United States. So that's not the problem. That's why 3 weeks ago when that rumor and the spread with Brent came out, we were talking about it, right? And if they banned crude oil exports from the United States, the price of oil would drop 20, $30. We have a lot of oil, especially if you don't sell it. Right now, you're paying more at the pump because motherfuckers are selling that oil overseas to make more money, essentially. But if they ban that, you have a lot of gasoline. Yeah, you run into the issue.
All right.
Actually, depends.
Got a little phlegm in my chest. All right, so this looks good. JP Morgan. It has our candle of more momentum, more volume. It has our moving average divergence, and we have to see the candle closure to see if it does a breakout above this price level. So it looks pretty good. Let's just load this contract here. I have these buy customs to where once I put the order entry in, it sets a 10% sell and it sets a 10% profit and a 10% loss. So let's see. All right. Buy custom 10.
So now export.
I
I don't think Trump would make a poll. He would say, okay, if you hurt the Middle Eastern ally, if you, what you say, go deal with them, and then it hurt the Europeans. But the United States are not, you don't get our oil from the North. That's just the reality. The Europeans and the Middle Easterners export and make money off of it, and the Europeans actually need that oil. And then also Asia as well. So that's kind of smart. So that's why, again, it could all just be a bluff, or it does highlight some elements of truth where he really wanted to exit this war. Someone could, he could still leave everybody on their own.
All right.
Yeah, that was a couple of
So at this candle closure, we would have a more momentum, more volume, a moving average divergence, and a breakout. So moving average divergence, a breakout of the price level,
it all depends on if they advance.
and more momentum and more volume.
Not going to let you sell it. So they could lower production on that, but at the same time, it would still be tremendously cheaper than where it's at now, especially if you put it export. All right, Quran memory. They're back up. Make money. So that's the whole idea. But that's what I'm saying. Just remember, a couple days ago, you guys saw you saw this with Brent and that collapse. I was freaking out about it. I even put that in one of the videos on. I don't know if I hit YouTube, but again, I've been posting the little mini watch list on. I posted last night on YouTube. But like that's what I was saying. You got to watch out for that. Right, that was they floated that 2.5 weeks ago. The idea of banning exports. Again, that's what happened in the 70s. But they said they're not close to that. But that one, we saw what happened, and that one candle, oil dropped $5 just off the thought of it. So yeah, I'm not worried about that. You have to ban the export stuff. But then if you do that, that just highlights how extreme inflation is. Now it doesn't matter. Yeah, yeah, exporting to make money. But if they ban it, it sucks. I don't even like talking about this, but that is if they ban the oil, the oil prices shut down. If they ban the export of it. So that's kind of it's just it's a break flat scenario. It's kind of like cutting rates, but with oil. Kraken helps keep my trades tight, even when I'm sizing up. That's what actual liquidity purchasing particular finest. Things that go very hard. What do you say? How about everybody stay inside, stop the spread of oil prices? Woo! That happens by Peloton. You're like, yo, man, it's like a bike when it's not a bike. Since you can't bike outside. What's pretty like, yeah, bro, you talk to again. Just like, especially after the AI stuff, like just like end of last year, maybe, like taking up a year and a half ago. Why? I think it's turned out. They said if you still have a work from home job, it's kind of like hand touch, golden hand touch. Because it's like one of the most coveted jobs right now. And uh, maybe part with the end now a work from home job. The work, yeah, I mean, remember, people love work from home, but then it also that that was very weird compared to what they used to support. Again, we never experienced anything like that with our authority. That, I mean, it is one of the best. That's not bad. Probably, I don't know if you can have it right wrong. Everybody does it. Again, AI is trying to be maybe right now. Maybe it's not work from home. It might just be a job or higher meeting jobs. Well, company. You can fuck you up all day. You can call Peloton company. So that's their my idea of robot. Like, a lot of people get you think that was like the so local model. Some of the stuff we talked about in class, yeah, a lot of staff, but I don't have well. Um, I hate society. I mean, like most that's what I'm saying. At a big top. Yeah, I'm talking about, yeah. Settle first candle came down to 1.9. I'll leave you for it. What last thing on Bob, I think the name, but people from at it or but yeah, if I had to maybe spend 20,000, that's all stuff. Stuff, you like fired or got to go die. But at the same time, it's like you know, there's more so if I can use that, I can okay, some people perform better in that environment. These other people, wow. So as long as you perform, like what Microsoft, what the right, I think Microsoft safer, Oracle is higher before. FDA is expecting the at time that the headline. How, how, but the time,
All right, so it immediately had a more momentum and less volume right after a more momentum and more volume. So someone is selling shares. That's the only way where the whole market is about trading the outstanding shares. There's the total amount of shares in the stock market. So that's the only way this stock is moving is because of the selling of shares and buying of shares. And that only happens through the exercising of options because option contracts, when you exercise them, you can buy at a like if there's like how it's at 289 right now, if someone bought a 289,
You know, heavy.
if they did a 289 call and it expired today, if the price is at 291, then that means they could buy 289. They could buy 100 shares at 289. You have to see the long-term performance.
Yeah, New York Times report that's still not there, but it's
Because I do not expect to win every trade.
yeah, Eli. I mean, I'm thinking 200 right now. That yeah, that so 5 seconds off or so. No, I have you know, he's got price. A lot. But you gotta be like, you can't. If you're like, yeah, I got my fitment of a dozen PPC 157 research chemical. Because right now they're research chemical. So they have like they fly stuff like that. So you know you can still water them, but they cut them things for happy. The fucking yeah, anything from China, especially fucking fly all not from it on them. That it only if it headline is back. So on that spot, then I never I pressed it on that plastic PDF in China. No, I want to. I want to see him, bro. And dude, I'm sure my girl will probably think if I tell her he's doing a joke here. And that's what we're all TikTok. Then like I look at him like what dog shit. They're even ordering, and I can only imagine what fucking box That's the shit about China, bro. They got great photos. Like when it arrived, and bro, I remember back in the day, bro. Like I'm not even a big guy. You order like a large, bro. It comes in as like an extra small. I ain't trying to do all that, bro. Like, bro, the diamond and the gold, and how do you know? Like you got to realize, like ordering off Alibaba is like dealing with the IRGC. They just say whatever, bro. And then some of y'all white people just believe everything here. So that's kind of the problem. I tell you, any big Chinese be like, yo, so who's, they're like, we supply Johnson Johnson. Oh, we supply all of them. I remember back in the day, bro, like before you had AI, like trying to find like an app developer, you would talk to these Chinese dudes from like that like, outsource it to, and they'd be like, I work with Mark Zuckerberg. Oh, we developed Airbnb. I'm like, really? They're like, yes. Oh, yes, yes, you did. You worked with all of them. I'm like, no fucking way. What is this? You guys were saying that on day one. I don't know if that was anyone standing it. Works for me. Maybe copy the link and what's it called? And I'll post it. Yeah. I didn't watch her. That other time or open like a TikTok show crowd or something. And oh my god. Well, my girlfriend loved it. It's my only offset uh, vulnerability. Like girl like buying the shit from China all the time. Because she didn't have that at home. They don't do that in Switzerland. Once she discovered it, bro, uh even Amazon, bro, they don't have Amazon like the way y'all have Amazon, like it hits way different. European don't have same day shipping. Your mom loves people, yeah. Hard to stop, bro. My big find out couple nuclear play.
All right, so I'm gonna mark the confluences here. I'm gonna mark these confluences, more momentum and more volume. I've seen this work 4 days in a row, but we're gonna see the long-term performance of it. So more momentum, more volume, a breakout of the level. Oh, look at that bottom wick. Look how that thing just got bought up down there. So they instantly sold it off after. All right, breakout of level, and a moving average divergence. So these were the three confluences, as you can see right here on this screen. I'm not sure why they're buying shares right here at this price level. You can see that they're buying shares at this price level.
I don't know why they try to gaslight it. Butter. All right,
So they bought shares at the lower price level.
it is the last day of the month and quarter, So yeah, you're gonna get some of that free. That's what sucks. They're getting crazy Trump off ramp to essentially make the end of the quarter rebalance. And we were right. I think 63.99. That was like the low end of like the algo trigger off levels. Like I was telling you guys, break that like 629, 627 ish. It goes straight to like 625, 620. Good timing for a headline, and then also the fact that it's also end of the quarter. So we might even get more action at the end of the day. And then we haven't heard anything war related. Again, I think that FIFA news is actually pretty decent. But yeah, it's the how these plays out. And another after hours there. I've never been to Switzerland. Knockout, 40. Nope. Why the fuck is going for me? Stop. But yeah, you know, whichever one. I'm not the biggest fan of Robin Hood. I do think Fidelity is great for long term because it's so forced. And then I think it's sort of flop. It's crazy cool long term. That's kind of the best of both worlds. He's pretty solid too, but you know, yeah, it's kind of like Schwab or kind of like Fidelity. I know stock, but I didn't know people had like stock for Unity on the highs. Yeah, but some of these plays I run fire a couple days ago. It was like, okay, doing duo, Unity. Again, Unity just had earnings arms still on the high too. He's breaking out. Buy still there low. Yeah, oil is consistently high. That's kind of how yesterday played out. We can't hold up the game. Yesterday you gapped up 1%. Oil was at the same exact price, and then you gone real quick. Now I think it has been just about an hour, 3 minutes shy.
You can see someone bought shares right at this price level of 288.77. This candle has not closed, but it is green. So someone is buying shares at this price level.
Prop solo 5 deals to export high sulfur. I saw that one. I don't know. I remember M1 used to be really popular. It's hard to like buy stock from M1. You didn't feel like buy like big packaging stock. Self-standing, self flop. That was nice for me. Oh, I think I got my deposit. I think I yeah, my deposit will settle. Yeah, it's on the way, baby. It's on the way. App looking on the high, buy starting to go up, ARM, NVIDIA, even Argentina, YTF. Again, even better held up there. Yeah, more of the chips.
You can see by this on balance volume indicator, it's just showing the shares. These red candles. See the selling of shares, these red candles. You can see this indicator is showing the selling of shares. And then these green candles shows the buying of shares.
Wow. And now the eight dollars down.
See, and after it got bought up at that price level, it was a red candle, but the low of the candle got bought up and it held above 288.77, and now a green candle formed. So there was a less momentum, there was a less volume and more momentum after our entry. And then here at this lower price level, it's the same thing. There's a more momentum and less volume. So there's a small group of buyers and sellers that are selling the shares of stock.
some of these demons, bro. You know, like just enjoy the high until we get the next headline. You know, but just, I don't know. I don't even know it's real. Yeah, actually, you want me to tell you guys? So maybe make a website. I'm gonna get that.
All right, y'all. Thank you for watching, and I'll be trading on Friday, and we will see the trading performance from these other people on Friday.